Okay, so hey everybody. I've never done one of these videos before, so bear with me if it's not perfect and I don't keep everything in frame exactly the right way, but I'm gonna do my best. So this is a DHGate Rolex knockoff. I've seen a bunch of stuff on the watch forums about these, and some people like them, other people just get so ghastly horrified with the fact that you're buying something from China and slave labor, yada yada yada. And I'm not yada yada yadaing slave labor, but everybody buys stuff from China, and the idea of what a knockoff is and what isn't. I don't think I will ever. I'll start off with saying I don't think I'll ever wear this in public. I really just bought this just for curiosity to understand the difference. You see a watch that's $20,000, and I have 20, 30 watches. Most of my watches are about $500. I got a couple $1,000 watches here and there, but I'm wondering, like, what is the difference? What are you getting for 20 grand? And it led me to the question. I started watching videos about these knockoffs, these Hong Kong knockoffs for $1,000, $500. That they say that short of breaking it open, you really can't tell a difference at all, and you could really put it under great scrutiny. I'm not a watch expert. I can't even begin to do all of that. But as an amateur, I have things that I know that I look for in a watch that I think gives me some quality. So I figured, what the hell? I'll spend $150. I'll buy the whole package of the Yachtmaster II knockoff. It came with a retail bag like this. All right, so you can, I don't know what that is, schmutz, but it came with a retail bag. I've already opened this up and sized it, so you're not getting the actual, but there was some plastic wrap on it, just like you get on all the other standard watches. So here goes. Let's just check it out, and you guys can make your own opinion what you think about it. The box is not bad. I mean, it's cool. I mean, I thought when it came in, I was like, oh, that's really neat. And I've seen other Rolexes, and this is pretty much how they come out. Right off the bat, there is one or two things that really do jump out at you. You can see here, like, it's just kind of bled together, and this is really cheap in here. And but it's not bad. It's not awful. I mean, it's definitely a box that's on par with what you get for about $150. This is the actual box. I mean, this is neat. It is metal. It's solid. It feels pretty good. The weight to this is fantastic. It feels to me like, I don't know if you guys have Aragons, but it kind of feels like I have an Aragon. Kind of feels like that. It's got a nice weight to it. It's pretty cool. Back here is definitely not $20,000 quality, but again, it's a $150 knockoff, so it's not bad. So when you open it up, it's got a little microfiber here. It's decent. It does come with a bunch of stuff around here. It's got the cards. We'll start with that stuff first before we get into all of this. Let's just put that aside. And here you go. This is a neat little thing. Again, it feels solid. It doesn't feel cheap. It feels decent. I mean, it's even got some stuff written down in there. Who the hell knows what it is? It's got the first thing. It's got like a hard card. It's a serial number on it. It's got the model number. Some writing on the back. Official retailer you got it from. Whatever. This is the part I thought was pretty funny. This is your guarantee. It comes with the guarantee. It's all just this is super crappy paper. Like, I mean, I work a lot in the copier and printer industry with my company, and this is just really, this is junk. But whatever. I mean, it's, again, not bad. Got a thing on the bracelet, a little bit on the history, the chronometer, all that kind of fun stuff about the Jubilee, about the presidential. I don't know I have no idea what all this is. I haven't read it. Really don't care to. Screw down crown. I mean, maybe I'll check it out later, but not bad. It's just, and then you got some manual stuff here. But again, I think they do, if you're looking for something as a whole package, I mean, I think, they do a lot. You would think that for $150, you really don't get any of it, but they do kind of go and try to make it at least, passable. I think it's not terrible. Okay, so let's actually look at the watch, right? So, again, with the box, there's a couple things that really just jump out at you, like along here, and then if you look at like along here, I mean, that stuff is just, that's really, I've taken a watch in and out maybe 7 or 8, maybe even 10 times, who knows, but it's a super tight watch, but it's not held together real well. Like, it's already started to bend. There's a bend here. There's a bend here, So that's how that sits. So, but the actual watch, I have to say, is nice. It's got great weight to it. It really does have a good weight. It feels nice in your hands. The bracelet does not feel cheap. I mean, it's definitely solid. They're not hollow links. It just feels good. It feels like a nice watch. And if the idea of one of these is to, you're going to put it on and people are going to look at it and go, oh, that's a Rolex. Yeah, it's a Rolex. If you want to lie to them and be like, hey, it's a knockoff, it still is a good looking watch. Like if you spent $150 and this was something that they came out with on their own in this design, you would look at this watch. If this was a watch gang watch for $100, people would love it. If this was some different brand that didn't say Rolex and they were just selling this as a $100 watch gang watch, people would love it. They'd say it's great. Clasp is not bad at all. It does have the Rolex stamp up in there. Doesn't have the sticker that's supposed to be back here, so that's an obvious. But the sweep, if you look at the sweep, it's all right. It's not great. I have other automatics that are, $200, $300, $400, $500. I have a Shinola that has, and that's a quartz, and that one moves a lot better. I have a Aragon Virtuoso that moves way better than that on the sweep, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all. The crown is a screw down crown. It does have the gasket in there. Obviously I wouldn't take this in the water. It is hackable, it's windable, it's pretty cool. That feels really great. The bezel is, again, average. Nothing that knocks my socks off, but it's average. I will say if you look at the red dial, when you move this past it, it does kind of, oh no, it's all, there it goes, jumps a little bit, see it? So that's definitely a flaw. But it does screw down, it works. The bezel is meh. I mean, you can hear it. It's all right. Not awful. So it goes like, but I will say it wears really well on the wrist. Like when you put it on, it sits nice. It's got a great stance. It's a good looking watch. It's not $20,000, but again, if I was at a party and I saw this watch, I would say, wow, that's a nice Rolex from a distance. It's not bad. It's not bad. Yeah. So that's really it, guys. I mean, make your own decision on it. I'm not, saying, hey, everybody go out and buy fake Rolexes and Rolex sucks or whatever. I wanted to know from my own curiosity, and other people have thought about it and other people bought them, so I figured I'd buy one and just check it out. But if you wanted to get the feel for one, you can get an idea, that's for sure. It does match up. It's hold on, put that in the right thing. There we go. It is 44, which is what the Yachtmaster II is supposed to be. At the crown, it is 50, which again is what it is. Lug to lug, it's 55. I don't know if that's right or not. I don't know that number, but the measurements are right. The weight is right. I'm sure if you open it up, it's a crappy clone movement. I mean, but I don't know. Who knows what it's going to do 2-3 years from now? But there it is. You make your own mind up from there. All right, guys. That's it. Thanks.